Hey guys, Brian here, how's it going? Let's check out my new 223 precision rifle. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I've posted quite a few photos and reels with this rifle. I haven't done any shooting with it on the channel yet, but I've done quite a bit off camera just to get a feel for it. And you know, it's nice when you live on social media to just get out and not have a camera with you every now and then. So I've done some of that, and it's been really nice to just get back to my roots. But I have thoroughly enjoyed shooting this rifle. It was built by Rick and his guys at GCP Rifles out of Florida, and it is hands down absolutely amazing. It is one heck of a tack driver. Just to start off, it's half MOA or better, and that's out to 800 yards. I have not shot it to 1,000, but I have hit 800 yards and stuck right at a half MOA with the right ammo, which blows my mind for a 223 at 800 yards. That's just awesome. It's a testament to the quality of work they do. And speaking of quality, how about that Cerakote job? That is their Rhodesian camo. I told them I hunt in Sitka quite a bit, so pick that color palette and, you know, give me something close to that. And this is what they came up with, and I am absolutely loving it. I think it's just sexy, to say the least, and it's different. They do a phenomenal job building rifles. It's sitting in a Vision chassis, and I gotta say, Vision is making some really nice stuff. I'm very happy with how this thing's working out. It fits extremely well. We'll go over it tip to butt here in a minute. I'll go through all the details. But first, I'm just going to go through the overall details of the rifle. It is a 223 Wild 1/8 twist. It's a Muller Works barrel with a Curtis Custom Axiom action that is the GCP version. And we've got, like I said, it's in a Vision chassis. It is a foldable chassis. It has a bubble level here at the back right here, so you can see it without coming off the gun. We've got an adjustable comb, push button adjustable butt pad, which is extremely nice. A built-in adjustable bag rider. Both of these adjust just via the dials over here. Super easy and rock solid once you get it locked down. The foldable buttstock, if you go with that option, is rock solid. It's not going anywhere. You've got over 16 inches of fore-end here, which is really nice. Gives you plenty of room. The chassis was built around PRS shooters. So, you know, you've got your built-in barricade stop. You've got over 16 inches here. You've got awesome Arca rail space as well as M-LOK on the bottom. QDs all over the place. So you can set this rifle up however you need. I've got a night vision bridge here that I had them color match with the Cerakote that I don't use right now, but when I get out coyote hunting with this, I will definitely be using with a thermal clipped on, or I'll put a dedicated thermal depending on what I'm running. And I went with a 24-inch barrel because I wanted to get the most velocity I could out of a 223 at that distance. And it's unbelievable. Rick sent me some pictures as he was building the rifle, and once he got it built, he took it out and did some testing, and he shot an unbelievable group that he covered with a dime. And I was giddy like a little kid at Christmas waiting to get this rifle. I couldn't wait to get it and take it to the range, and it has not disappointed. Believe it or not, I've been shooting AAC 77 grain open tip match and having unbelievable results, and I cannot wait to see what else it can do with other ammo, and once I hand load some stuff and see if I can really dial it in and draw that group size down. But it's doing phenomenal with factory ammo. It blows my mind. On top of it, I have an MDT one-piece scope mount, and that is a Ride-On X7, their older model, 3-24 by 56, and it's been a great piece of glass. It is crystal clear. I've shot it out to 1,000 yards on other guns, and it's crystal clear. The clicks are right on. Everything is where it should be, and right on like that, like the name. But it's been a great scope. Overall, I can't say enough good about this rifle. I can't wait to get out and do some hunting with it. Life has kept me from doing that just with all I've had going on, especially with the newborn. But she's finally sleeping through the night, so life is good again. We can actually get some rest and do things we want to do. Also up front, obviously I have the SkyPod. This is the PRS version. And guys, if you haven't run these bipods yet, it's hard to find something better than this. I know they're expensive, but when you are getting in a variety of scenarios, this thing will go any direction you need it to. It can go super wide. It can go super long. They've got triple pole versions that get really expensive, but it just goes with the push of a finger. It just shoots right down. So it's very easy to adjust and get set up the way you want. And I've been very happy with the SkyPod. It's been excellent to use. I've used it on multiple rifles. I only have one because, like I said, they're very expensive, but it is a really good unit. And overall, everything on here I am extremely happy with. Obviously, I'm running a TriggerTech trigger. I run that on all my bolt guns. If they make a TriggerTech version for it, that's what I run in it. And I have had nothing but good luck out of this. This is the special model, and I don't need what the Diamond offers as low as it goes. I run this around 1.5 pounds, and I've been extremely happy. It's a 2-stage. I like having that wall to pull to and then break when I'm ready. I like to have that wall. I know a lot of guys like a single stage trigger. I prefer 2-stage, just the way it is. But whatever floats your boat, that's what you run. It's what you get comfortable with what you have and run it as good as you can. I've been asked a lot about the gun and why I went with the 223. It really confuses people as to why I would pick a 223 for something like this, especially, this is not a cheap rifle. Why would you go with a 223? Because it's not, the best round. Well, I don't hand load. I would love to have all the cool new Wildcat PRS calibers, but realistically, I have 2 kids. I'm building a house, I'm building a homestead, and doing all that, paying cash for it as I go. So I don't have a ton of expendable income. What I do have is quite a bit of 223 ammo, and even precision 223 ammo off the shelf is relatively inexpensive compared to Wildcat calibers or even just 6.5 Creedmoor. 223 is far less expensive and easier to find. So in going with a 223, I am able to hone my skills at precision rifle shooting, especially with a 223, because this is going to be greatly affected by wind at distance. So I have to learn to read the wind better. I've got to learn to control everything I do on my end of the gun better than if I had a caliber that's going to cut all that crap out of the way. So I'm going to learn the fundamentals. It's like shooting a 308 essentially. You have to learn how to read everything better and be more precise in all of your movements, every action you do, so that caliber can give you the utmost efficiency. So that's why I went with a 223. I mean, it just comes down to dollars and cents. I can afford to shoot 223 more. I can get more time behind the gun. And I think a lot of people who aren't competing are getting hung up on what's the coolest, latest caliber, when more than likely you've got a caliber in your arsenal right now that will give you time behind the gun that you can afford to shoot and become a better shooter instead of having the latest, greatest toy. So, I think a lot of people get hung up in that, and I think going with a 223 for me was one of the most practical options I could do. Once I get my homestead established, I do want to start competing, and yes, I will go with a cool hot caliber at that time because that's going to be competitive. Obviously, this isn't going to be competitive at distance, but again, it lets me learn, and that's what I want to do, is perfect my ability behind the gun at distance with what I have on hand, because this is what I have the most of. So in my eyes, that made the most sense for me. It takes regular AR grips. Obviously, without the beaver tail, you want the flat top. This is a Fab Defense grip on here. I may switch it out and go with a more vertical grip. I've become accustomed to the vertical grips, and I really like them. So I may do that. And I'm not a huge fan of a finger groove here. I want just a flat face. And other than that, everything's been great on it. I really, really like the adjustable thumb rest over here. Not only can you adjust 360 degrees, you can spin it around by loosening the screw. You also have different screws you can put it in depending on where your hand fits the best. So it is very nice to get set up on, and you can dial it in for exactly what fits you, which a lot of companies you can't do that with. You're kind of stuck with what's cut in the back of the gun or what's built into the grip you have. So having the ability to dial that in exactly how you want it is really nice. But that's about all I can say, guys. I don't want to bore you. I just wanted to show you the gun because I've done a lot of content on Instagram, like I said, and people had a lot of questions. They just wanted to know more about it. So that's that, and we're going to take it out and do some shooting soon, hopefully do some hunting with it. There's nothing like popping a coyote at night with a 223. It's a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check back soon. Lots more to come. Have a good one.